Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Il Paraiso. This is Doc Del. This morning, we are going to discuss and understand that failure is always part of our lives being an orchid grower. But before that, for those who are new to this channel, I want you to subscribe and then hit the notification bell so that if I have new videos relating to growing and cultivating orchids, you will be notified. These are the Dendrobiums that I ordered from Ma'am Luz of Dasmariñas, Cavite. When I received this one, these are all 50 pieces. However, up to this time, these are the only pieces that survived after I received them. So this has been taking care properly here at Il Paraiso. However, we could not be able to deny that sometimes we always experience failure in growing and cultivating orchids. So if these are the only dendrobiums that survived, so what happened to the rest of the dendrobiums? This is now the condition of the rest of the dendrobiums. If you try to look at this, the canes are already rotten and some of them, the roots are already dried, and then this is the reason why these dendrobiums don't survive after I received this one. Actually, when I received this one, some of the orchids are already rotten. There are already problems. However, I am still thankful because some of them already survived, and at this point there are already kikis that is growing on the base of the pots. Okay, so for example, this one, okay, so try to see this one. This is one of the dendrobiums that survived. Okay, so try to see this one. There are already two kikis that start growing on the base of the dendrobium. But however, no, the rest of them or some of them, I feel sad because they never survived. Okay, so at least I could be able to see a small kiki. There is still hope that I could be able to feel that this dendrobium someday they are going to survive. Okay, so try to see what is happening to my dendrobiums after I receive this one. So each dendrobium cost 150 pesos. When I received this one, all of them are flowering dendrobiums. That's why for all the sellers, there is a need to have a good packing before you are going to subject the orchids to shipment or shipping, because somehow that could protect the plants from the heat, no, because they are inside the box. So there is a need for us to protect them even through packing or the way of packing the orchids. Okay, so these are the things that I want you, or these are the plants that I want you to see, because not all stories in gardening are positive. Sometimes we have to experience failure for us to be able to learn from our experience. Okay. So, these are the dendrobiums that is already, what do you call this one? No, talagang they don't have any more hope to survive because even the canes are already dried, and then the roots also are already rotten. So these are the condition of the dendrobiums after I received this one. Okay. Next are the Phalaenopsis that I ordered from Chabilita. Okay, so if you try to look at this, there are some of them who bears flowers. Okay, so luckily these are the Phalaenopsis that survived after I received this one. Okay, so however, if you try to look at it, the leaves, so there are problems on the leaves, and then I hope that this flowering Phalaenopsis now could survive so that at least of the 27 Phalaenopsis, large spiking Phalaenopsis that I ordered from Mamcha, this could be able to survive. Okay, so these are the condition of the Phalaenopsis, some of the Phalaenopsis that I ordered from Ma'am Chabilita. Okay, so try to look at this. Okay, the crown is already rot. However, I could be able to see hope on this because below there is a small kiki. There is a kiki that starting to grow. And I hope that this will continue and this Phalaenopsis will be able to survive. Okay. So, these are some of the Phalaenopsis that until now I take good care of them so that they will be able to survive. Okay, so here a small leaf on top started or start growing, and then so this is one as well. No, the crown is already rot. However, there is still there are still two leaves that continue to grow, and I hope that this will be the reason of this Phalaenopsis will survive. However, this one, okay, so it is totally rotten. So I don't have any more hope that this will survived. Okay, so I want you to see some of the Phalaenopsis that I ordered and what is now the condition of this Phalaenopsis. Actually, when I received this one, so there are already rotten leaves. That's why I what do you call this one? I am worried much during the time if I could be able to sell, if I could be able to dispose all of this. However, after 1 week, all the leaves have started to be rotten, and until the time that the crown also what do you call this one? No, the crown is also experiencing like this. Okay, so try to see this one. So if you try to look at this, of the 27 spiking large Phalaenopsis that I ordered, there are only 10, I think, that survived, and I hope that those 10 Phalaenopsis will continue to survive. Okay, so this is what is happening. no, of my Dendrobium and my Phalaenopsis. Okay. But of course, we should have to convince ourselves, we should have to um, accept that in this journey, no, in this journey of cultivating and growing orchids, failure is always part. So that's why we will not be discouraged, because somehow this will be able to, what you call this one, no, we could be able to get back of our experience, and we could be able to accept that sometimes we have to experience this, and of course we should have to learn a lesson from our experience. Okay, so these are, no, the surviving dendrobiums. If you try to look at this, so there are already kikis, and I hope that this will continue to grow so that I could be able to dispose all of this. And I am praying that this will be able to bloom, so that we could be able to return our capital. No, because of course, try to imagine that this is 150 pesos per pot, and majority of the dendrobiums, or even half of them is already like this. Okay, so in growing and cultivating orchids, we should always remember that there are always lessons that we could be able to learn from this experience. Okay, so this is also one of the vanda, no, strap leaf vanda that never survived after I received this one. Okay, so if you try to look at this, when I received this one, there was already a crown rat. Okay, so however, this experience will never made me stop of growing and cultivating orchids, because every time I look around at Il Paraiso, I could still be able, or I will still be motivated to grow and cultivate orchids, because majority of my orchids in the garden, they are still healthy, they are still giving me happiness through providing me good blooms, and I hope that this will continue to provide good blooms, or this strap leaf banda will continue to provide me good blooms. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I would like to emphasize here that even we experience failure, no, even we experience failure in growing and cultivating orchids, we should have to strive, because in every experience that we are imprinting, no, as a gardener, as an orchid grower, there is always a lesson to be learned. Okay, so that's why there is a need for us to read more literature, to collect experiences from others, listen how they listen to their suggestions and comments, so that we could be able to surpass all of these experiences that we met along the way. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. God bless, bye bye, and stay safe always.